Hello, XRP community. I'm Jeff, and welcome to this deep exploration of XRP's potential trajectory. Today, November 25th, 2025, with XRP trading at $2.19, we're seeing unprecedented developments that could reshape its role in the global financial landscape. Just breaking hours ago, XRP ETFs have shattered records with over $164 million in inflows in a single day, outpacing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana combined, as reported by major outlets and echoed across X by analysts like at ABS-GM Crypto in their live broadcast update. This isn't speculation, it's data from Grayscale, Franklin Templeton, and others launching spot products that are vacuuming up supply at an alarming rate. But here's the question that keeps experts up at night. If institutional demand accelerates like this, combined with regulatory tailwinds and real-world utility, could XRP realistically scale toward $10,000 over the coming years? We're going to unpack that step by step, drawing on today's freshest insights from the X ecosystem, historical patterns, and economic models. This is an educational breakdown grounded in facts and analysis, not financial advice. Always conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before making any decisions. Let's kick off with the immediate catalyst dominating headlines: the ETF revolution. Spot XRP ETFs aren't a what-if anymore. They're live, and the numbers are staggering. Franklin Templeton's XRPZ ETF alone pulled in $113 million on day one, per their filings, while Grayscale's GXRP Trust is waiving fees to 0% for the first 3 months on the first billion in assets to lure institutional capital. Today's X feed is ablaze with this. At Caroline D. Pham, acting CFTC chair, posted a simple lock-in with a chart showing XRP's breakout, racking up nearly 3,000 likes and sparking threads on how this signals full regulatory embrace. Why does this matter for price? Basic supply-demand economics. XRP's circulating supply hovers around 56 billion tokens, but with 40 billion in escrow releasing gradually, the free float is tight, estimated at under 20 billion truly liquid. If ETFs absorb just 1% of that monthly at current paces, say $3 billion in inflows over 30 days, that's 1.4 billion XRP locked away. As Ali G. I crunched in his viral thread this morning, viewed over 1,600 times, the price mathematically cannot stay at current levels, $10 to $60 plus just from ETF demand alone. He's not alone. At Skipper_XRP's chart post, with 1,500 plus views, models a squeeze where ETF velocity alone could push valuations to $10 in months if BlackRock and others join the fray. But let's not stop at inflows. Let's dissect the mechanics. ETFs create a derivative layer, allowing institutions to gain exposure without direct custody hassles, which amplifies demand through creation-redemption cycles. Historical parallel. Bitcoin ETFs in 2024 siphoned $15 billion in 3 months, spiking BTC 150%. For XRP, with its lower market cap, that multiplier is fiercer. Today's buzz from Grayscale's official announcement highlights their GXRP ETFs focus on fast global transactions at 0% fees initially, tying directly to XRP's 3 to 5 second settlement times. Imagine, pension funds, hedge funds, even sovereign wealth vehicles allocating 0.5% of AUM, trillions in play. Adremi Relief X captured the FOMO in his post with 9,300 views. A $1,000 today gets you 451 XRP, soon just one. We're out of supply sooner than expected. This isn't hype, it's arithmetic. If 10 ETFs hit 10 billion annual inflows, as JP Morgan projects, that's 4.5 billion XRP off exchanges, 8% of supply evaporated. What if scenario? A BlackRock filing next week doubles that. We could see $5 by year-end as liquidity compresses. But hold that thought. The real amplifier is Ripple's stablecoin ecosystem, and today's updates make it crystal clear why. Enter RLUSD. Ripple's USD pegged stablecoin, now fully integrated and live on XRPL. This isn't just another USDC clone. It's engineered for cross-border rails, with built-in compliance for ISO 2022 standards. Today's X reactions are electric. Aidan Khan's thread on Japan's yen corridors using XRPL for trillions in FX settlements has 20+ engagements already, noting, Tokyo's live on XRPL rails. Banks will flood before legacy crashes. Why RLUSD supercharges XRP? It creates a liquidity flywheel. Stablecoin deposits settle via XRP bridges, burning tiny fees that accrue to validators and reduce effective supply over time. Data point, XRPL already handles 1,500 transactions per second at sub-penny costs, 10 times Ethereum's efficiency. With RLUSD targeting $100 billion quarterly volume by mid-2026 per Ripple's models, even 0.1% fee capture means $100 million recycled into XRP buys annually. At IVOURLEGEND_INC broke it down today in a post gaining traction. 0 to 6 months, $3.50 to $7 from ETF ramps, 6 to 24 months, $10 to $20 as RLUSD integrates. Analogy for clarity, think of RLUSD as the on-ramp to a superhighway, XRP's the fuel. Without it, traffic crawls on SWIFT's 1970s-era pipes, costing $120 billion yearly in friction. Today's insight from at Good vs. Evil 07 linking to a YouTube deep dive, Ripple's CEO is lobbying hard on Clarity Act synergies, positioning RLUSD as the compliant bridge. Rhetorical question, if $5 trillion in daily FX shifts 5% to XRPL, what's XRP's velocity then? Projections from BCG suggest $250 per token minimum for liquidity alone. But we're building suspense. Regulatory clarity is the unlock that ties it all together. Fast forward to the Clarity for Payment Stablecoins Act. Lawmakers are accelerating it, with Senate floor votes eyed for early 2026, as its Senator Tim Scott confirmed last week, now buzzing again today via @EleanorTourette's updates. This isn't vague legislation. It explicitly classifies assets like XRP as non-securities when used for payments, greenlighting stablecoins, and bridges. X is lit up. At Matate187's overnight readjust thread, 8,000 views, paints the chain reaction. Clarity Act passes mid-ETF frenzy. Institutions flood, swift nuclear, XRP reprices to escape velocity. Post-SEC win, Ripple's $125 million fine is history, but Clarity removes the last fog for banks. Counterpoint from skeptics like at Newspace 14, institutions won't move without law, yet today's momentum, BIS and IMF nods, suggests otherwise. Historical data, SOL jumped 300% post-Clarity analogs. XRP, with 1,500% payment velocity, could 10 times that. At Ryan Camden, 5 replied, speculation ends, institutions ignite. What if? If passed by Q1, banking licenses follow, turning Ripple into a full custodian. Vegas 711's post. Ripple's OCC charter spikes utility beyond Clarity. Models from the crypto basic today. 10,000 XRP at $22,000 today could hit $1.2 million at $120 conservative by 2030. Telegan's forecast. Deeper dive. Basel III compliance mandates high liquidity assets. XRP fits, potentially pulling $500 billion in reserves. But pause. Macro forces are aligning too, and today's dominance charts scream rotation. Zooming out, Bitcoin dominance at 52%, teetering toward the 40s as alts starve. When MAGA strategies thread, XRP's path to $10 hinges on alt rotation. 2021 precedent, dominance dip fueled XRP's 1,000% run. Now, with $2.19 floor holding per CoinDesk's uptrend analysis, a 5% BTC slide could ignite $5 overnight. Insider angle, Ripple's hidden road acquisition bridges to prime brokerage, funneling hedge trillions. At BONYBEAN, linked news BTC, XRP surges above $10 if dominance low 40s. Velocity metrics, XRP's 10 times ETH/TPS at 1/100th cost positions it for 30 billion plus yearly volume. At 24-hour Scripto1's lock-in post, 594 likes, smash $2.50 en route to a TH, community reflection from @Chapa_Steve41737, experts miss $10,000 EOY 2025, no one knows, but patterns hold. Analogy: XRPs like TCP/IP in 1995, protocol for the net age. Swift, dial-up. BRICS pilots add 5 trillion untap. At XRP, Dean's contrarian, $2.40 EOY, ATH spring. Even bears bullish long-term. Mini cliffhanger. Banking license drops, multiplies by 10. Stay tuned. Expanding on that license, Ripple's post-lawsuit app for OCC charter enables custody, stablecoin issuance, full banking. At Liven the Life 100, no offload billions, $10 by February. Escrows burn 20 billion yearly. Supply halves. At Cryptopus, supply capped, $10,000 horizon. Black Skull's volatility, 10 times implied. A WS 2006 parallel, cloud for finance. BRICS, XRPL trade, untapped goldmine. Haley Tickner, $20 EOY. Debate fuels, comments, what's your target? Tokenizations fuel, 16 TRWAs by 2027, BCG, XRPL speed, instant mints. Skipper XRP, 10 60+ ETFs, then tokenization. 1B real estate settles seconds versus days. Velocity 50 times fees buyback. $10,000 as RWA standard at CryptoBless 7070. $100 million a day, $3 billion 30-day shock. $4, $6, $10. Volatility counter, beta dropping, stabilizing. CoinDesk holds 2.15 pivot. Quantitative path, $2.19 base. ETF, $3 billion per month, 5 cents per week, $4 January. RLUSD, $100 billion per quarter, $20 mid-2026. Clarity license, 500%, $100 27. Tokenization, $10 trillion, $1,000 28. BRICS, $10,000 30. Ever Legend, Inc. tiers align. Ready for Wall Street's wave? Narrative shift. FUD evaporates with Franklin's nod. A 589 bull, delisted to inevitable. A crypto, King 34. Giveaway, $2.25, 10,000 XRP lives. Metzloth Bear, won't $10,000. Fax Crush, 80% escrow, 50+ partners. Doubts head on. Centralized, validators decentralized. No adoption, 300+ institutions, $30 billion volume. At DonCon Yen Proof. Stuck sub 3? Uptrend unbreakable. Pain, dips normal. 2018 hodlers up 1,000%. At Choppa_Steve 41737 frustration valid. Timing tricky, trajectory locked. Excitement, dominance 2% crack, $5 tomorrow. Reveal, Q4 convergence, $10 March. $10,000, Swift 10% FX, math at $10,000. Urgency, institutions position. 2030 vision, neutral reserve, AI trades tokenized all. At Haley Tickner escalator, $100 to $1,000. AFB Airy C Sync, 351 likes. XRP Dean balance, $2.40 max EOY. Ath soon. Franklin Basel, Tier 1 trillions. Prediction, utility scales, $10,000 when. At Imcrypt Opus Horizon, stack or sidelines. Deep dive recap, ETFs 10,000, RLUSD 100, Regs 1,000, token 10,000. Myths crushed, pain to conviction. Climax, 2026 escape, not gamble, infrastructure pioneers. Wins recap, Franklin Foundational ETF crush, RLUSD live, clarity push, token trillions. At $2.19 forging destiny. X-Army unstoppable, at 24 hours crypto 1 lock-in to its skipper_XRP math. Mind blown? Like if 10,000 bullish. Comment, 2026 target, $100, $1,000, debate virality. Subscribe weekly alpha. Next RLUSD, share one soldier, moon together. Jeff out, research strong.